first you're going to create a rectangle on half of a page in your sketchbook or any blank piece of paper that you have. You can use any straight edge like a ruler or the side of a game case, or even you look in your pantry and find something that has a straight edge or surface. Once you've created your rectangle, you need to mark out and do a little bit of planning. So here I'm writing down the project name, understanding composition, and then I'm planning out all the things that I need to include in the drawing. I need to include emphasis and show I know what that means. I need to show that I understand what balance might look like, and I need to show that I understand the rule of thirds. So once I have kind of written out that, I can start to draw my rule of thirds grid. This is going to be 2 vertical lines equally spaced from one side to the other horizontally. Now, if you don't have a ruler, that is totally fine. In fact, you might understand that you understand something called spatial relationship, which means you understand how to guesstimate and estimate in your mind what looks equal. You can visualize space and see it and kind of guess what is equal. You're going to want to guess what is equal or use a ruler to figure out what is equal, both vertically and horizontally, to create this grid. This is the rule of thirds. It is basically cutting the space into thirds, both vertically and horizontally. Now your lines don't have to be perfect, and of course remember to draw lightly so that you can erase when you need to. But this is a sketch in your sketchbook, and it should be a place to practice what you're doing. So don't worry about it looking perfect. This is exactly where lines should get a little messy, and you should have fun. So now I'm back to the planning stage, and I'm understanding what I want it to look like. I think I want it to be a little bit weighted on one side and a little bit light on the other, so I'm going to have asymmetrical balance. I kind of drew where I want the eye to go, and you saw me kind of sketch out some blobs. That just kind of in my mind made me think about what I want it to look like. Last I thought about how I could add emphasis, and I'm kind of thinking that I can show it in the foreground. So now I'm starting to sketch out what my landscape might look like, and I immediately was attracted to the moon. And so maybe I might go back later and alter my notes to show that the emphasis actually was the feeling of the moon. Anyways, I'm drawing extremely light and very sketchy so that I can go back and erase. And right now this really should just look like a plan. It should not look like a final artwork at all. So give yourself some grace and just kind of see where your pencil takes you. Have fun. I'm thinking about where I'm adding the most important part, so you'll see that I put a little teeny tiny Saturn, and I also put my moon right on the points of interest. The points of interest are the lines that intersect across the artwork, so please don't forget to put stuff there.